playing Please Be Happy for Friday Night. Gay, lesbian, gay.
Take
like,
your time. I'll just be here.
I don't know what this game is about, but I know I've been looking forward to it because it's made by Studio Elin. Is it Studio Elin? Let me double check. Yeah, Studio Elin, and they made what's it called? Where is it? Is it Highway Blossom? Yeah, they made Highway Blossoms, and that was a cute beauty visual novel. So I really like it. I really like the studio right now. I don't know what else they've made though. I can't really check because the link just takes me to the Sekai project. Let's see. Studio. This looks cute too. Oh my gosh, what? Wait, is this? So cute. Look at all of these. They made this one, Highway Blossoms. This was a cute one. It was about a road trip. About these two girls. This girl, what's her name? No, Ember's this girl. This is Marina, there you go. Marina has her car breakdown. Oh my gosh. Her up and like, alright, I guess I'll help you out, and then they just go on a freaking ride all the way across America, the Midwest. Please be happy. I haven't heard of this one yet. This is the one I was talking about, Heart of the Woods. I want to play this one too. Oh, so many cutes. So much cute. Oh my gosh, look at the kitty. That's a little kid. That's a little kid. Okay. Back to the game. Okay, we go play this game. I think our main character, the one that we play, is this one. She's cute. Look at her pearl. The pearl necklace she's wearing. So cute. Oh, there you go. The little pearl necklace is so cute. And her style is just like if she were older, definitely like MILF status. But you know. Not mean. Okay, enough. Wasting time. We play game. Good game.
You'd like to tell me a story? Please, go ahead.
That's Fog settled over the forest, far from the villages and towns, and with it came silence. Birch trees shivered, pondering the weather, and dropped their leaves in fright. Streams bubbled, unseen by man, and babbled like birds in the trees. In the middle of a forest was a grove, and in the middle of that grove was a log. It had been years since it had fallen. Once one of the proudest trees around, and now in death, was home to an abundance of life. A line of frantic ants ran to and fro. Mushrooms, cloud-like and pillowy, sprouted across one side like a footpath for fairies. Nearby, an old toad flopped contentedly in the mud, and inside the deep, damp hollow of the tree, something slept. A traveler strolled into the grove. Their steps were slow and tired, and they spotted the log with relief, like greeting an old friend. Weary from the day's journey, the traveler sat to take a rest. With a scrabbling of nails on rotten wood, a shadow bolted from inside the log to a tall grass nearby. The traveler watched the brush rustle as a faint patch of red appeared within. Hello there, friend. I didn't mean to disturb you. They held their hand towards the grass, offering a piece of dried fish. At first, there was no reaction. And then, first, a snout appeared, quivering as it tested the air, then followed the rest of the fox, sleek and tawny as she took several slow steps forward. Her amber eyes were alight with mistrust, but also with wild curiosity. The stranger sat unfazed, their offering still outstretched. They dared to meet the fox's eyes, and in that glance felt something kindred. As the fox closed her jaws around the gift, a bond was made. Maybe we aren't so different, you and I. The traveler returned the next day and the day after that. Each day they brought some treat for their new friend. Each day, the fox's step grew a little more trusting. That sounds cute. One day, when the traveler arrived, the fox was sitting in the clearing, waiting patiently.
Hello, my friend. Have you been waiting long?
The fox peered up at the traveler. Her amber eyes were warm and trusting. She accepted her gift of meat, gnawing it at the traveler's feet, then and there. The traveler sat, imprinting into their mind the feeling of the wood beneath them, the clean air around them, and the tender bond of companionship.
Where is your home, little fox? Is it here in this grove? Or do you come to see me too?
The voice acting.
This will be the last time, I'm afraid. Because I'll be going home tomorrow. Home is such a small place compared to the rest of the world. Yet, it's some place I can't wait to return to.
One second, can I send this text?
I wish I could bring you with me, little friend. I wish that you could see the world too.
Then bring her.
Your home is all around me, though, isn't it? It's wherever the trees are, wherever the leaves fall. Little fox, perhaps it's you who's the more fortunate of the two of us.
All too soon, it was time for the traveler to go. As they bade goodbye to the forest and to the fox, they knew that they would not return, but that they would carry the memories with them, always. The next day, the fox was sitting in the clearing, waiting patiently.
We've now docked at Wellington Skyport. Thank you for flying with Kiwi Airlines, and we hope to see you again.
Kiwis. The intercom's announcement is muffled in the closet where I'm hiding, just like the clatter of the seatbelts and the chattering of passengers getting ready to disembark. Oh, she's so cute. I wiggle around impatiently, sore from crouching in here for I don't even know how long. It's been hours for sure. The last few minutes always feel like they take the longest. A parade of footsteps begin to pass by outside my door. It's time. I listen carefully, waiting for a gap in the crowd. When it comes, I stand up and push the door open in a single movement. I give a wink to the shocked-looking lady that I stepped out in front of. She doesn't even have time to gasp before I'm out of her sight. Humans, they're always kind of slow. I nod at the smiling flight attendant as I pass her by, then throw up my hood to cover my face and ears. It's been a while since I last flew, but it doesn't seem like things have changed much. It's been harder to sneak on than it is to sneak off. Follow the crowd to the end of the walkway and step out onto the ground. After a long stretch, I take a deep breath and savor the fresh air after being stowed away for so long. We're New Zealand. We're New Zealand. Wellington Skyport.
I made it!
Her voice is so cute. My breathless voice joins the pleasant hum of the skyport. I love this light art style. A few clouds drift lazily overhead, almost within arm's reach. The sound of the waves rolling into the shores like a lullaby. It makes me want to burrow into the sand and take a nap. Those are... But I can't. First I need to get out of here, and there's one more challenge ahead. Up ahead, the snaking line of passengers splits as people are funneled into a few security stations. While I'm too far back to hear what the guards are saying, it looks like they're examining a little booklet from each traveler before letting them pass. Humans sure like processes and procedures. Oh my gosh, she has a little mini skirt. She's so cute. Definitely don't have a booklet like that. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Glancing around, I hope to find another way out. An open window would work, or even an unguarded exit. I'm pretty sneaky when I need to be. Unfortunately, it looks like the only way to leave is to go through security. Without any other option, I join one of the lines and prepare myself. I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Line moves briskly as the passengers are cleared one after the other, and I'm almost at the front of the queue before I know it. As a passenger in front of me approaches the booth, I listen.
Good afternoon. Passport, please.
Passport, please.
Right here. It's good to be home.
I'm sure. Welcome back.
Welcome back. He stamps something in the man's booklet and then hands it back to him, and he continues on out of the
Next.
booklet. Onwards. I don't know what they do to people without any papers, but I don't want to find out. I'm sure it involves lots of questions, being escorted around, and other unpleasant stuff. Casually approaching the gate, I put on my brightest, friendliest smile while keeping a slight distance. With my breathing steady and tail calm, I'm sure I put on a convincing act.
Passport, please.
You have ears. Furry ears.
Of course!
Fumble around in my pockets, pretending to look for my passport. Instead, I grab a useless clunky phone that I've been carrying around and let it clatter to the ground at the guard's feet. As expected, he bends down to...
Oh, let me get that for you.
Nice. And I make a run for it, bolting ahead and rushing past the security booths as quickly
Hey,
as I can.
you wait!
Alright, sucker.
Stop!
Get wrecked. By the time they realize what's happened, I already have a few seconds of head start. My inhuman speed combined with the natural chaos of the skyport would also buy me a bit of time. Still, I've gotta get them off my tail. Dashing through the skyport doors and out into the road outside, I don't even have time to take in the city without stopping for a breath. I run into the narrow streets while weaving between cars and shocked bystander. Being seen by so many people like this is annoying, but it won't matter by tomorrow. Putting the thought out of my mind, I vault over a low wall into a nearby alley and land in a crouch. Out of sight. Huh? Oh, but for only a moment I close my eyes and relax my muscles. All feeling disappears except slight warmth against my neck. A secret weapon. Yes? The unremarkable looking necklace is one of my only possessions and by far the most important. The oddly heavy beads strung around my neck begin to heat up in response to my will, a soothing warmth flowing through my body. My hands and feet begin to morph first, the fur chasing up my arms and legs as they distort and shorten. This sensation was so bizarre the first times I tried. It's amazing how it's become second nature right now. Oh my gosh, she's a furry. Closing my eyes, I let my body and head shift and turn. The face is always a little uncomfortable. My once human face shifting and lengthening into a snout with some process complete after barely a few seconds. I opened my eyes not as a human, but as a fox. Oh, I thought she'd be cuter. It hurt away without second thought, far quicker on our 4 legs than I could ever be on 2. Obstacles like the stack of garbage cans ahead would be a pain to get past as a human, but instead I'm able to flip between the gaps without sliding
That's her!
down.
I know it!
Sounds like the security guard hasn't given up on me yet. I pick up the pace, running as fast as my paws will take me. This heavy breathing gets farther and further away, and then just blah blah blah. I don't know where I am, but it's not like I knew where I was when I started running. I almost feel bad for the guy who was chasing me. He never stood a chance. Sucker. Even in the crowded city streets, there's no way anyone or anything that can outrun me. The wind just wishes it could keep up with me. Comfortable that the danger's past, I slip into another alley. Once I'm sure that I'm alone, I close my eyes and concentrate on the form I want to take once more. Oh, can she transform into other things too? That familiar flowing warmth runs through me again, my body stretching and deforming at my command. A few seconds later, and I open my eyes to glance at my human hands.
Better luck next time.
Brushing the dust off my jacket and hands, I nonchalantly stroll out of the alleyway and back onto the street. The odd person walks by on this errand or another, not paying attention to me, just the way I
Left, right, past turn, left.
Mapping out my path in my head, I look for a way to the main roads. It'll be easier to get my bearings there. I pick turns at random without any real destination in mind. When I decided to make the journey to Wellington, it was pretty impulsive. I overheard another pair of travelers talking about it and how beautiful the city was. With a moment now to take in the scenery, I can see they weren't wrong. All we're looking at is the sky. The streets around here seem like a mix of homes and businesses. Everything is colorful. Even the brick walls are covered in pictures and paint. In the distance, I can see green hills that are lined with houses, as well as green hills that are completely empty. There are a lot of hills now that I look around some. From just a few streets away, the sound of From just a few streets away, the sound of pedestrians and busy intersections flows my way. I headed in this direction, taking shortcuts through the yards and driveways when it's convenient. Is this supposed to be like Pride Month in New Zealand? Or during this time of year? You know what I'm trying to say. In one lawn, a big dog growls at me as I walk past. but when I transform and growl right back, he tucks his tail and runs away. You're a humongous, that's why he's a fox. After squeezing through one last narrow side street, I finally emerge onto what looks like a main road. There's no cars, but tons of people on foot. There are brightly colored signs and decorations on most of the buildings. In the middle of the street, there are fountains and benches and trees and all kinds of stuff. The best part is the variety of stores. When I stroll past a few of the windows and peek in, I can already tell I'll be able to do most of my shopping around here. There are stores with food, with clothes, and with just about everything else. I don't have any money on me, but that isn't exactly it. What is a problem is that it's too crowded. Dodging a couple of security guards is one thing, but trying to escape down a busy street with lots of people could be too much even for me. I'll just have to remember where this place is and make another visit later, after all the shops are closed. Why are foxes always like stealing stuff? Then a man in a bright coat hurries past me, talking loudly on his phone in a language I don't recognize. Oh, nice. Wallet falls out of his pocket and onto the sidewalk. I notice, of course. Seeing opportunity, I zip over and snatch it up, prying open the black leather pocket.
Score!
Blue? A couple of bills and what I figured is the local currency. I slide the money out and into a pocket of my jacket. By now the man is so far ahead that he's almost out of sight. I have to hurry to catch him to give him back his wallet. And he
I should have just kept the whole thing.
Why? It's only fair that I get a little something for myself, since it's not like he would have ever gone back without me. 15, right? I don't know how much that is in USD. Oh, let's find out. Let's find out. New Zealand currency. Oh. It's probably about $20. Yeah. Oh, $10. Never mind. Blue bill and a brown one. These feel sturdy and nothing like the paper I expected.
1, 0, 10, and 5. So 15.
15 isn't much. I definitely should have kept the whole wallet. Oh well, at least this should be enough to buy myself something to drink. The thirst is starting to get the better of me as I haven't had anything since I snuck onto the airship. Following my nose, I walk down the busy street until I find one of the many cafes lining the path. The sign hanging above its front door has a picture of a bell on it. Ding ding ding. A charming little chime rings out from above the door as I enter. Oh, finally, we're getting to the cute girls. I can't help but savor the wave of refreshing, cool air washing over me, which is all the better after so much running.
Hiya! Welcome to the Bell House.
Oh, she's so cute. The barista behind the counter is the only other person in the store right now. As I nod in greeting and she leans forward with a cup in one hand and a pen in her other.
What can I get you? We're having a... Usually,
Oops.
they're like $7, but today, they're only 5. I'd like a...
Not sure what an avocado is. Isn't that a vegetable? Not wanting to commit this to the strange sounding drink, I look at the menu instead. Unfortunately, it's full of handwritten, spindly letters. I can't read a single word. There are no helpful pictures. Safe option it is.
I'll just have a vanilla latte. Ugh, boring. But okay. Name? Miho.
Mihoyo. It's my first time testing out how that name sounds, and I decide that I like it. It's cute. I decided on the airship that was the name I would choose here in Wellington. I've used so many names throughout my life that I can't remember most of them. For each new city that I visit, I come up with something new. Foxes don't have any use for names, so nobody ever gave me one. She scribbles something on a cup with a black marker. If that's how this name looks, then I'm even more.
$4.50, please.
I hand her the brown bill and she gives me back a big coin with a picture of her boat on
All right. I'll have this ready for you in no time.
it. She sure seems enthusiastic. I nod as she spins around and starts working. Looking about somewhere to sit, I decide on a seat by the window with the sun pouring in. Near the entrance of the cafe, there's a wire rack with a stack of maps and tourist pamphlets, so I grab one of the maps before taking my seat. The cafe is big and bright with plants everywhere. They're on the walls, on the floor, and in the ceiling. Most of them are real and vibrant, obviously being well taken care for. Even the lights that hang down from the ceiling have glass ornaments with little shrubs in them. Dabba dabba dabba. Seems like I made a good choice coming here. Any place with a bit of nature in it is more comfortable to me than places without.
I guess I should find a place to stay.
Looking down at the map I took, I traced the path I made from the port to this cafe. It's useful, but it doesn't really tell me anything helpful about the houses in particular. I need to find a higher vantage point. I move my finger along the hills I notice from outside. Following the little brown path to a patch of green with a little mountain icon. That should work.
Miho!
Mihoyo. My ears perk up right as the barista arrives and places my drink in front.
Thanks!
Thanks! Thanks! We're marrying the barista. Yes, we are. I reach over and take the warm cup in my hand, but the barista doesn't.
You ready for the rain tomorrow?
That's ominous.
Huh? It's gonna rain tomorrow.
Okay. Glance behind me out the window. It says sunny and blue, a day as I've ever seen.
How do you know that? There aren't any clouds out there. I'm just good with the weather. Anyway, if you forget, then you'll be sorry.
Okay. She finally lets go of my drink and heads back behind the counter. That is... That's kind of creepy. People are weird. Does the barista pull that on everyone? Probably. Standing on the doorstep, I have my first sip.
This is really good.
This is really good. It's pretty plain but well made. The coffee isn't too bitter, which is perfect for me. With a moment to myself, my thoughts turn inwards as I sip the warm drink. My first travels were in search of someone, but despite my whole life being spent trying, I haven't made any progress in finding them. So I've taken to simply wandering, going wherever I wish at the time. So it is about her. Is this character non-binary? Is that why? That's nice. I'd been itching for a change of scenery anyway, so I boarded, snuck onto the first airship that I could. Best part about owning nothing but the clothes on my back is that I can pick up and leave whenever I feel like it. True. I take a moment to get my bearings and look around. I see a tired-looking person shuffling along the far-foot path with a briefcase in their hand. They stop outside one of the buildings, take a deep breath, and pat their face a couple of times, then go inside. They must not be looking forward to whatever is going to happen in there. Maybe they have to fight someone. Due to the large glass window of another store, Fawn is trying on a pair of shoes, but they don't seem to fit her hooves. Oh. The people waiting with her look annoyed. I wonder if she fusses around with her footwear a lot. For a while, I simply let the day roll by and watch the various figures who stroll by. People watching is fun, especially in a busy city. Yeah, I agree. Eventually, I go to sip my coffee, only to find nothing coming out. With no more reason to stick around, it's time to go. On the sunlit street, I look about to match what I can see with the map's directions. There's a tall green mountain in the distance ahead of me, which must be the one on the map. It'll be a perfect vantage point for the city. Ideally, I'll find an empty building I can crash in, but it's not necessary. A roof over my head would be nice, but I'm plenty used to sleeping outside under the stars. Sometimes it's better than sleeping in a bed. Encouraged by the plan forming in my head, I set off on a long walk to the summit. There's a part? Do I have to click it? Oh, I literally have to click it. Okay. The path to the mountain turns out to be less simple than the map made it look. First, the trail takes me along the waterfront, then turns upwards through a small forested area. Being among the trees and their tall shadows makes me feel at home. When the path leaves the woods again, I'm a little disappointed. It leads up a paved road, so I stick to the edge to avoid passing cars. Sometimes I take shortcuts through the yards or up unmarked paths. There are quite a few nice-looking homes right along the roadside. I make a mental note to go check them out when I'm low on money or food. Okay. Not much further along, a concrete lookout offers in the glimpse of the city below. A couple airships are coming into dock at the skyport, probably from one of the other floating islands. There's still a ways to go to the top of the mountain, but luckily the walk has been easy so far. I wouldn't even consider it a hike. Eventually, I reach the final stretch of the road. I can see where it curves ahead of the summit, and I hurry to the end. I don't know how much of this game is, like, has fancy elements. That's kind of hard to get a grasp on right now. Like, I know the airships are obviously planes and stuff, but, like, are there actually floating islands, or is she talking about her home in, I don't know, I'm assuming she might be, what, Japanese? That's usually where, or, it can't be Korean, can it? I mean, that outfit was Korean for the traveler. Oh, but they're a traveler, so maybe they came from Korea to Japan. I don't know, whatever. Metal railing spreads out like a crown on top of the mountain. As I go to toss my empty cup away, a pair of chatting tourists pass
How
me
far is it from here?
Well, about an hour from the base of Mount Victoria, so a bit further from here.
Mount Victoria.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad to know what this place is called. I say the name out loud to help commit it to my memory. Standing at the edge, I'm treated to a wonderful view of Wellington. The city forms a crescent moon shape around the bay, which glitters like a sapphire. From up here, the sun is starting to set, and that makes the water even more shimmery. Even more airships can be seen coming and going. I think that I even see the edge of the floating island we're on. Huh? Miles out in the open sky. I surveyed the city using the skyport as a reference point. From up here, what felt like such a long chase really doesn't look far at all. If I strain my eyes, I think I can even see the coffee shop from around here. What was it the barista said it was called? The Bell House? It's kind of tough to make out details. My hearing and sense of smell may be great, but my eyes aren't that much better than a human's. Then I noticed something beautiful.
Is that our house?
Look! Is that our house? Is that our house? Is that our house?
Probably.
What can you see from here?
I see Dad's car!
Whoever is voice acting this child is really good. Not too far away, there's a little kid who's using a pair of metal tubes attached to a post. His mom is helping him aim it at the city. It must be something that improves your vision. The moment the kid and his mom leave, I hurry over before someone else can get to them first. When I press my eyes to the same spot the child did, all I can see is black. Try moving it around, but it doesn't change. Well, it's a good thing you have that big boat coin. This thing busted. Some text is printed on the side. I have no idea what it says. There's a small slot though. The picture of a coin next to it. Lucky for me, it's the coin that has a 50 on it. Haha. Put the coin in that I received from the barista into the slot and spin the lever. Machine eats my coin and then when I put my eyes to it again.
Yes!
Yes.
Everything looks much closer now. Even the trees on the other side of the hill appear in crystal clear detail, like I'm standing right next to them. I aim the viewing glasses at the city and look around, trying to find a good place to rest for the night. It's really pretty. Is this like a straight up painting or anything? Houses are no go, even if they look empty or abandoned. You can never let your guard down for a moment. Same with most shops. I don't have enough money for a hotel and wouldn't risk sneaking into one of those either. As I'm studying the sights, trying to memorize as much as I can, there's a clicking sound and once again the view goes black. Wah, wah. Stupid machine. Smack it a couple of times and check again, but I can't see anything.
Well, whatever.
While the image is fresh in my mind, I sit down on the nearby bench and pull out a pencil and some crumpled papers from my pocket. I always carry a few with me. I sort through them until I find one that's still blank. Is she gonna draw it? Using my knee as a table, I sketch out the view before me, the trees, the curve of the buildings from below. She's an artist! Oh my gosh, she's a furry artist! Oh my gosh, this is a furry gay game! My view is pretty, that's for sure. Didn't really help much though. Once I'm confident, I've jotted down everything I need to. Carefully fold the paper and put it back into my pocket.
Looks like I'm sleeping outside tonight. Guess this place is as good as any.
What about the rain? What about the rain, girl? I head back down the trail a little bit and veer off of it into the underbrush. I have to click it again.
Not perfect, but it'll do.
So, if I'm like clicking around the map, does that mean I'll have choices on where I want to go? It's not exactly the wilderness, but just about everything around here seems cityified to some extent. Usually when I make a den, I prefer to find a place far from other people, a place where nobody will find me. Doubt I'll find anything perfect, but this is good enough.
It's fine. Can't afford to be picky.
Once the trail I was on is out of sight, I transform again. My neck gets warm as my beads activate, and a few seconds later I'm on all fours. Why are the fox the sensation of nature much stronger? The earth beneath my paws is cool and refreshing. The breeze whips through my fur like a massage. I hurry down the hill covered in grass, so tall that it reaches. I can smell fresh water and follow the scent to a small stream, where I'm able to parch my thirst. It's just as satisfying as the drink I got at that cafe, but in a different way. Because water is good for you. Being able to slurp up water is way more enjoyable than having to use a straw. Or worse, one of those lids with tiny holes. For a little while, I follow my nose to some berries and some edible plants that'll do for a snack. Unfortunately, unlike the water, foraging is never as satisfying as eating human food. She likes human food better. If I want a real meal tonight, then I should pick up the pace before it gets too late. Still, I want to get this done now, while there's still daylight. Daylight. I keep close to the stream and search for a place where the ground is soft. Before too long, I find a promising area, a small valley with hills on both sides and thick foliage on the others. Let's see. Let's make sure the stream's working properly. close enough to civilization to hear cars and other city noise, but the area I'm in doesn't seem like it gets visited very often. At the very least, it doesn't really smell like people. The spot that I settle on is a nice mound of earth near the edge of the woods, partially hidden by a tall tree with low-hanging leaves. Even if no one comes by, it makes me feel better knowing that I'll be out of sight. So, I start to dig. My claws rip away the dirt as I burrow downwards, widening the tunnel just enough for my sleek frame to fit. Wonder how big she is compared to her uniform. First I dig forward, then downwards, widening it out an area that's big enough for my whole body to fit. This is something I've been doing my whole life, even back when I was just a regular. I think that's why I don't mind it too much. Compared to sleeping inside somewhere, it just feels right to me. It takes a little while, and by the time I'm finally finished, the first few stars have started to peek out from the sky. I shake myself to clean up the dirt that sticks to my coat, and then transform it back into my uniform.
Spread this here, a couple of branches here, some leaves there.
Are you gonna sleep in human form? I wouldn't recommend that. I walk around the valley a bit, checking from different angles.
Not bad for just an afternoon's work.
If you weren't looking for it, I don't think you'd ever notice anything out of place. All that digging has made me work up an appetite, but not the kind that'll be satisfied with just a few.
Ugh, I'm so hungry. I haven't had a real meal since yesterday.
I've been so busy since riding here in Wellington that I kind of just forgot how hungry I was. Grabbed some human food back in town, casting one last glance at my afternoon's work, and set off towards the city.
Work never ends. Time to get some food!
Time to get some food. Time to get some food.
We're back at the gay, homosexual gay. I'm a bit disappointed when I finally get back to the busy street from before. I was hoping that it would be emptier now, that all of the stores would be closed. Turns out I was half right. A lot of shops have gone dark for the evening, but there are just as many people walking around now as there were earlier. In fact, there might be even more. The patio of a restaurant has a bunch of tables full. A mermaid is sitting on the front, and I sat by earlier, chatting with the Cyclops. Huh? Even the cafe that I visited is crowded now, with the line almost out the door. Huh? After pacing up and down the road for a while, I sit down and try to figure out what to do next. I'm not too worried about what would happen if I got caught stealing. I just escape, obviously, and even if they somehow manage to catch me. This is gonna bother me for a bit. It wouldn't be an issue for very long. See, there's something different about me that makes me extra good at being a thief. It's not just the skills I've practiced over the years. It's like picking locks and sneaking around. It's not just the skills I've practiced. No, it's a bit more special than that. Without fail, every single person I meet forgets about me by the next day. I don't know why, but I don't really care either. It's magic. That's all I know about it. Really useful magic. Everywhere I go, no matter how careless I am, all of my problems are solved by the next day. Nice. That doesn't... Oh, but being... Wait, this is gonna bite her in the butt when you start gay, homosexual gay time. That doesn't matter. No, that doesn't mean there's no danger. I've been caught in the act before and can be beaten or harassed before I can manage to get away. Oh my gosh. I've even lost a few prizes that I stole fair and square because I had to get going in a hurry. But if someone sees me but isn't able to stop me, I know that I'll be home free. Here they might remember having something stolen, but they'll never know who did it. It almost makes things too easy. Right now, it'd be smarter to just come back even later in the dead of night and hope that there are no people. I'd be able to take my time browsing without having to worry about making a quick escape. Where's the fun in that? Oh, she's looking at us. She's so cute. I walk casually up and down the street, glancing into windows without being too obvious about it. Some stores still have customers inside, others have locked their doors and shut off the lights. Most of the restaurants are still open and are only making me hungrier. Stealing from restaurants is a bit much, even for me though. I've tried it before, but the cluttered kitchens as well as tables, chairs make it hard to get around. Plus, I've learned the hard way that there are plenty of hot or sharp things for angry cooks to throw at you as you try to make your way out. Instead, packaged and pre-made foods are my best friends. Things that I can grab multiples of at once and stuff into my pockets. I do have like pretty beefy check. Beefy. I don't know what's the word right now. If I'm really lucky, I'll find a place with refrigerated sandwiches or salads. Something, or sometimes perfectly good hot food that gets thrown out. Nice. You wouldn't believe the kind of stuff that's available if you don't mind sifting through the trash a little bit. It's not perfect, of course, but a hot meal is a hot meal. True. I know plenty of foxes who've eaten it.
Target spotted.
I've got you in my sights. It's perfect. A small convenience store with snacks lined up behind the front window. Even better, the stores on either side of it are closed too, so there's not many other people in the area.
Locked, huh? Not surprising.
I head down the nearby alley and find a back door, which is probably where they bring in new products. The alleyway is dark to begin with, and my dark clothes help hide me even better. Glance around the alley, but like always from my excellent night vision. I thought your eyes weren't any better than humans. Nobody's watching, nobody's even around. Pull my hood up over my ears and tuck my tail between my legs. Leaning against the sturdy door, to anyone not looking closely, I'm sure it appears nothing more than a shadow. Shadows. I dig around my pocket until I find my trusty lockpick. Then set to work on the door. It isn't complicated lock at all, just a regular key. Nice.
Bingo. Huh?
Try to tug the door towards me, but I should have chained on the inside that keeps it from opening. Oh, so you are a small fox. Or is it just because foxes are like made out of liquid? First I slink away for a bit, hiding on the nearby street like a regular pedestrian. I wait to see if anyone shows up just in case I triggered the silent security system. After about 10 minutes, I decide it's safe. Transform under the cover of darkness in the alley and slip into the building before transforming. Shop isn't very big and receiving area is just a small hallway with a few boxes of soda and candy bars on the floor. I grab a couple of my favorites and shove them into my pockets. Butterfingers, so that you can get the exclusive mount. I creep into the main area. Make sure to stay low to the ground, trying to avoid being seen from the outside. Not exactly hidden, but as long as I don't stand up, I shouldn't attract anyone's attention. Move fast, cramming as much into my coat as I can. Cookies, protein bars, popcorn. Not very picky. Holy moly, you can really carry everything, girl. When my coat starts to feel pretty heavy, I grab a plastic bag from oh my gosh. Let's transfer some of my loot in there. I also take a few bottles of water and sports drinks from the coolers. Soda. Oh, nice.
Jackpot!
Fill my bag with sandwiches until it's almost overflowing, then I head back into the way I came in. In total, 5 minutes, and I got enough supplies to last me several days. Nice. When I step into the alley, I glance around, making sure no one saw me. I'm just gonna start, like, reading I'm getting tired. My voice is already getting tired. Just reading everything. Don't see anyone. My neck prickles as if someone's watching. Yeah. Sniff the air, but don't notice anything. Nothing that wasn't there before. But still. Suddenly there's a flap of wings. Oh, excuse me. It goes right over my head and disappears from sight. Up the street.
Oh, that's it?
Just a bit. Let out a breath I've been holding. Make my way towards the mountain where I may be dead. Let the bag swing from my arm as I walk, whistling the song I heard earlier. I'm not able to keep a smile on my face. She's so cute. Look at this smile. This is a precious smile. I wanna like squish her cheeks and then like ruffle her ears a little bit. Like the insides look so fuzzy.
All in all, not a bad first date.
I'm a little hungry now because she mentioned sandwiches.
I've got a nice nest, food to spare, and plenty of places to explore tomorrow.
You little gremlin. I'm taking a big bite too.
Nothing beats the taste of hard work.
True.
So tired. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight.
I unpacked everything that I got from the store, so all of my treasures. A lockpick, my wallet, a few pretty stones. Small squirrel.
Can't get that damaged or dirty.
Where's that from?
Not like anyone's gonna come by and swipe my things, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah, other animals.
I stole this myself after all.
ASMR eating.
Don't want it being stolen from me.
She likes rocks. She is a certified weirdo. Oh. All the way down on the underworld.
Can they even see the stars from there?
Never been to the underworld, so I have no idea. Uh-oh.
I can't believe that girl from the cafe was right.
You know, I swear, if this is Q, the voice actress,
Someone's been here.
if the bat was here, someone's definitely been here, but it's not a human. It's vaguely familiar, but at the same time, not like anything I recognize.
And it definitely wasn't here when I went to sleep. Are they watching me sleep?
Weirdo.
Oh crap!
Okay. They just wanted to watch her sleep because she's cute. Impressed and a little worried. Somebody snuck up on you. Just get somebody to watch your stuff. Forehead. Freaking Eli. Got a more pressing issue right now. I stare up at the sky in disappointment.
Ugh,
Oh.
I hate the rain.
Hi, Eli. I would have found a different place to make. Yeah. Wait, this is the thing, the one that I showed you. Like, yesterday? 2 days ago? I would have found a different place to make my nest and hide my supplies if I had known this would happen. Instead, both burrows would be piles of mud by the end of the day.
I should have found a place with a roof after all.
So far, it's in... there's a lot more text than voice acting right now, though. Mostly because it's just the main character doing whatever she wants right now. Fill my pockets with the most important possessions and some of the food I grabbed last night. Everything else I wrapped as tightly into plastic bags as I could, bury them in my den. Hopefully I can find somewhere fast and then move everything else before it gets ruined. An abandoned house would be perfect, or some other place where I'd be able to hide. After finishing packing up, I'm just about to get going when a loud flapping sound overheard catches my attention. I expect it to be a bird. Ah, so it is the bat. Is my voice ASMR? Would you like me to talk like this? Is this still the epilogue? You mean the prologue? Oh, look at the bat! It's so cute. It's just a little hairball with wings. It's bigger than the one I saw last night. The wings are longer and noisier. Some people say bats and foxes are similar. It's a fuzzy bean with wings. I don't see it. I watch it fly around for a little while before it takes off towards the city.
Maybe it knows somewhere to stay. Guess I'll follow it for now.
A couple of times it disappears between the trees or just too far ahead, but I always manage to catch back up. And we're back at the Pride place. Look at how gay this place is. Eventually we're out of the woods and back into civilization, where a car whizzes right past me and there's a sidewalk here and other people walking around. It's cute, right?
Guess I'm not the only one looking to get away from the rain.
More people seem to be going in the direction I was headed than anywhere else, so I stick to that. By now, my wing guide is almost out of sight again. Just a little black speck in the sky flying into the distance. Further up this road, there's a slope that leads to a big, fancy-looking building. It doesn't look like a shop or a restaurant, at least not one that I've ever seen. Excuse me. There are so many people around going in and out that it has to be open to the public. The bat is something. There's good enough That's good enough for me. It'll give me somewhere dry to spend my time, and maybe I can learn something useful. Plus, places like this usually have plenty of valuables inside. If I'm lucky, I might be able to find something to fund my next few days. After all, the bigger the target, the less likely there are to notice something's missing. Except the Declaration of Independence. The sturdy oak door isn't as heavy as it looks, a firm push being enough to heave it open. Gingerly stepping inside and out of the rain, I'm greeted by books. Lots of books. She can't read, though. Ooh, I like that painting. It's purple. Books, books, books. Smells like musty old paper, so it smells like old people. The odd silence about the building is striking, given how many are around. It doesn't look like a shop, so I assume this must be a library. Heard of them, but never been in one. No point since I can't read and all. But it's warm and cozy and very dry, so it'll do just fine. There's a desk near the entrance with a computer on it that I assume would be where I check in. It's unattended, which is good for me. Take a seat in the empty chair nearby and sit back just to observe for a bit. There are plenty of people, but it's not too busy. Lots of... yeah, the music's pretty nice. Unwatched spaces. Most folks seem to be here alone or in small groups that keep to themselves. There's not much conversation going on, and what there is all whispered. Nobody gives me a second glance, which is a good sign. It just means I'm probably not breaking any rules just by being here. I still don't understand if, like, do people not see her ears? Is this, like, we're in New Zealand, right? Are people just like, oh yeah, fox girls exist? Behind the desk, there's a hallway leading deeper into the building, and I peek around the corner to see what's back there. Everyone's... yes. They're furries. That's why there's so much sheep. They have a lot of sheep zonas. All I can see are some shed doors in the very back staircase. Oh, there's the girl. After glancing around to make sure no one's watching, I sneak around the hall. Try a couple of doors. All of them are locked. I could probably pick them if I wanted to. No sense trying to do that now, though. Anything more valuable? Antique clock or vase would be perfect. Wait, do you just steal everything? Sadly, it's almost all books. Books and small trinkets that... ah, frick. Ooh, that's a cute picture. Let's see. The reading girl. Oh, I haven't saved yet. I should probably save. She literally stole from a convenience store like a few hours ago. Well, which is understandable because she was hungry, but like she's just going around being Catwoman now. At least it's got a roof. I spot a couple promising items like a set of old coins and memorize their locations. Wander back outside to the main area where I came in. Outside it hasn't started raining yet, but it's only a matter of time. The wind is loud and gusty, and even opening the door is enough to make me shiver. If nothing else, I can probably wait out the rain here, but ugh, my poor banded snacks back at the den. What a waste. Can't do anything about it now though. I should keep looking around. Food. I move slowly through the area, never going beyond what seems to be the public area. I pretend to inspect a few books, taking them off shelves. Books. Kind of info is unnecessary. It's been at least a few decades since I've had to make a dramatic escape from anywhere. So she is old. Is she immortal? Overall, I like what I'm seeing. Even with the locked doors and off-limits hallways, there are a lot of nooks and crannies that would make good hiding spots, especially as a fox. Blah blah blah. Somebody else read it for me. We've dated a couple shelves that are taller than I am, heading for the far back corner. Peer around the corner of the last aisle just to make sure I'm alone. But I'm not. Now playing the girl reading this. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at her glasses. They're like my glasses, but black. And she's so cute. Oh my gosh. She reminds me of, who does she remind me of? Do we have the same frames? I don't know, like... Arthur? Huh? What? You mean, like, the artwork? Or is he an artwork or an eater? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go, yeah. Arthur from Fate Stay Hard. At a small table by the window sits a woman with a small book in her hand, resting against her fingers. She is perfectly still, but mouths the words on the page as she reads, just like tasting them. I don't like that sentence. I do not like that sentence. But mouths the words on the page as she reads, like she's tasting them instead of just seeing them. Yeah. I just eat books. I just eat the pages. The words taste really good. You ever have that ink on your tongue? Her expression has a distant look of someone way off in their own world, far away from this one. Oh? But we'll never beat Popeyes. Have you ever had Jollibee? Jollibee came out with the chicken sandwich recently. More filling than Popeyes? Okay, yeah. You only... Oh, the old chicken one. The new one's pretty good. Ah, yeah. That's the thing about Jollibee. Like, once it gets lukewarm, it's not the best. But when it's hot... Oh, it was when... Okay. I have yet to try their adobo rice, but their pies... I had the ube pie. Mwah. Mwah. That was... Oh. Ugh. Yes. You know what? Now I'm gonna try the adobo rice, because you said that. After work tomorrow, I'm gonna get... No. I'm gonna get adobo rice for work tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Oh yeah, I'm playing a game. She looks so appeased that I think she must belong in that other world. Tell me how you like it. She's beautiful and elegant in the same way as a painting, with the light from the window shining on her like a display. I duck back behind the bookshelf, pressing one hand to my racing heart. My other bumps against... My other... Huh? Oh, her hand. My other bumps against one of the books on the shelf and it falls with a dusty thump.
Hmm?
Oh. Oh. She's so cute. Cursing my clumsiness, I silently walk back away in case she decides to investigate, but she doesn't leave her chair.
I suppose it's nothing.
She turns and gazes out the open window at what? I don't know. She returns to her book and leaves this world again. I stay hidden, my face still burning a bit. This will be the perfect place to spend some time. Right? Her accent is... We're in New Zealand right now, did I mention that? So... yeah. Suddenly there's a much louder boom. than the one I caused as the thunder rumbles outside. A few people around the library startle at the sound and look around. Sighing, the girl in the chair pulls the window. Did she like look out the windows, see the lightning, and then was just like, eh? That's why she was the first drops of rain. This girl saw the lightning. Was just like, alright, I'm ready for that thunder. Boom. I'll investigate the windows later. Right now I don't want to bother her, so I head back to one of the plush chairs on the other side of the library and take a seat. Could be here a while depending on how long the rain lasts, so I might as well get comfy. So comfy. Dun, 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 dun. Find a few books that have more pictures than words and curl up in one of the soft chairs. Flip through them. There aren't as many of those ones, and I go through the stack pretty fast. It takes long enough for the rain to start though. The longer I read, the louder the pounding of the rain and the howling of the wind become. Guess it's not letting up anytime soon. Can't complain though. This library is pretty cozy by my usual standards. It's warm and safe and nobody tells me to go away. I even have snacks. Oh, the snacks. More than one. Well, more than once I get up and walk around the library again. Even though I've got most of it, got it memorized. I took I took note of things like a child's stuffed toy that's lying on the floor in one section, or the thin blanket that's stuffed between a bookshelf and the wall. On my third or fourth trip around, I finally found something I'd been looking for. Ooh. One of the far corners, totally opposite from where I saw the reading girl earlier. There's a single chair and small table. On the wall nearby is a portrait. The painting itself is of a girl with light brown hair, but I barely paid any attention to that. What I'm interested in is the frame. She wants to steal the frame. Girl, where are you gonna hide that? It looks like it's made out of gold, certainly. The thievery. Flowing up and down, it's gotta be worth something. I pretend to not pay attention to it as I make my way back to the table. There are too many other people around for me to be able to try to sneak it out. It's too big to fit under my jacket without being obvious. Calm down right where? Huh? What? That just means I'll have to come back some other time. Maybe once this place is closed. My gosh! Freaking... She's just a kleptomaniac, that's what she is. It's not like I'm in any sort of hurry. I pat one of my pockets, feeling the familiar, reassuring weight of the paper scroll that's tucked away there. The scroll is the only thing close to a purpose that I have, and it's not particularly urgent, or at least I don't have any way to deal with it faster. You're honestly what? Oh, her kleptomania? Yeah. I spent a long time reading. It's almost afternoon when I go back and check the windows again, but the rough weather outside continues. At this rate, I'll be sleeping in a puddle of mud tonight. Unless... what if we, had Minecraft beds together and slept next to each other? Haha, just kidding. Unless... She's... You know... She probably will. A quick check shows that a lot of the other library tree... It's not empty, but it's not nearly as full as earlier. I guess some of them decided it was worth braving the rain. Looking as nonchalant as I can, I get up from my seat and pretend to browse again, slowly moving through the shelves. The reading girl is gone now. Oh, your girlfriend's gone now! Though she's not what I was... Not yet, she's not. Instead, I pick up the drop toy and blanket that I spotted earlier, and then head to one of the out-of-the-way hiding spots I picked out before. It's on the floor, between the shelf and the wall. But... Steal her heart. That's what she's gonna steal. Even better, it's between two corner shelves, meaning that it's practically out of sight if you're not looking for it. Wriggle my way between the furniture and lie down, using the toy as a pillow. I'm draping the blanket over me. I toss and turn a few times before settling down. Oh, maybe? Maybe?
Yep, not bad at all.
Finally, they're talking again. Thank goodness, I want to stop talking. Even though I haven't had much today, I'm always down to take a nap. Oh, you lazy butt face. It can pass a few hours by sleeping, wake up once it's dark, and then grab that picture frame and be on my way. I have to rebuild my den once I get back, but that's a problem for future me. True. I yawn, staring up at the ceiling until my eyes get heavy. Arms sweaty, mom spaghetti, titties heavy.
Maybe today won't be a total waste after all.
A soft sound of cloth rustling breaks me from a dreamless sleep. How did someone sneak up on me twice now? Holy moly, this girl like literally slept through the entire day. The sky outside has darkened significantly and now stars twinkle outside the window. Oh, the other girl. Her. I hear no footsteps, but suddenly a woman steps into view. The other girlfriend. Her clothes are pure white, making her stand out like a ghost in the dark library. Her cape rustles again as she reaches towards one of the shelves. One of the shelves I'm hiding behind, to be precise. Gingerly, she moves. Her fit is so nice, yes. Gingerly, she moves 2 books to the side and then slides another book into the space she created. She handles them like precious treasures that might break if she's too rough. Is she the librarian of this place? I stay perfectly still, afraid to even breathe in case she notices me. Oh, cute. Oh, adorable. Oh. My heart beats wildly as she slowly and deliberately looks over the shelf. I don't think her heart is beating because she's scared of getting noticed. Her heart is beating because she's falling in love. What if her and Bookchick are dating? Man. Well, are they poly? Examining their titles before taking a book from the second lowest row. Through the gap she creates in the shelves, our eyes meet in the darkness. Is there room for a furry artist in your relationship, ma'ams? Oh no. I tense up as she steps around the shelves between us to get a better look at me, preparing myself to leap away if the need arises. The carefully memorized layout of the library flashes through my mind as I frantically plot the best way out to flee. Even as I prepare my escape, I can see her taking in everything around me. Her taking everything about me: the stolen blanket, the makeshift pillow, my generally disheveled appearance. It's okay, cause you're cute. Pretty artist. She opens her mouth and I brace myself for the verbal attack that's sure to come.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
May I ask why you're sleeping on the floor?
May I ask why you're sleeping on the floor? Annie, you okay? You okay, Annie? You've been hit by. You've been struck by. Let's move. Queen, I was waiting for you to step on. I mean, if she wants to, she totally can. Doesn't matter what I say, just distract her enough to get away.
I don't have anywhere else to sleep.
Please walk. Are you talking about the girl on the screen or me?
I thought so.
I thought so. Please walk. It's cool. The handsome, like, hand out. She leans down and offers me a hand. I look at it warily. I don't take it, but I slowly stand, letting the blanket fall to my feet, trying to subtly get in position to rest.
Well, I have an extra room on the second floor that you're welcome to borrow, if you'd prefer that.
She is the librarian. Oh my gosh, she is the librarian. I'm streaming.
Otherwise, you're more than welcome to remain here, on the ground. I apologize for waking you.
I apologize for waking you. She's so handsome. With a smile, the upbeat calm woman steps away and busies herself organizing another row of books. She probably expects me to let my guard down and take her offer. Literally a librarian and a barista. Match made in heaven. Hello? Just a stranger, someone who broke into her library. There's no reason for her to treat me kindly. What are you laughing about?
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll just be going actually. Sorry to bother you like this.
I hurry past her, shoulders tense as I expect her to grab me or try to stop me. She doesn't though. Oh, look how sad she looks. Why did you leave me, Hoyo? One time I glance back, she's watching me with a strange expression that I don't recognize. She's so sad. Why? Go back. Go back. She doesn't have Book Girl with her. When I get outside and away from the library, I breathe a sigh of relief.
Whew, that was close. I'm not falling for that one again.
I'm not falling for that one again. Last time I let someone feel sorry for me and accepted a place to stay, I woke up to them trying to empty my... Maybe a thief, but at least I do it honestly. I wouldn't try to trick someone like that. Okay, whatever. Whatever you say, Miho. That wasn't the first time someone tried to fool me and take advantage of me either.
Still, it's a shame to lose such a nice hiding place.
You could have stayed. Hello? Hello?
Maybe I'll give it a couple days for that woman to forget about me, and then try again. If she wasn't lying about there being an empty room on the second floor, then maybe I could sneak into there.
Or you could just, you know, ask. This girl. Tonight, though, I'm on my own, shivering. I wrap my coat and tail tightly around myself as I think about what to do next. The rain has stopped, although it's cold and cloudy. My stomach grumbles since I haven't eaten anything other than snacks all day.
Bleh. 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 Bleh.
I'm opening tomorrow at work.
be worse.
Hello. It's not as bad as I expected, which is
What's a little mine? It'll be just fine.
Swap to my fox form to prod around. Oh, have you seen the fox form? Look. Here's the bean with wings. It's actually the librarian lady. Swap to my fox form. Entrance is caved in a little, but after I scoop that out, I find that the rest of the tunnels and main room are relatively intact. Cold as hell, but intact. Seems like the trees protected the den from a lot of
Check
rain.
my schedule.
No, I don't know if it's really. Huh?
Schedule.
Check your schedule.
Pretty sure I'm off tomorrow.
They didn't post it. They didn't post it yet.
Can you text Angela to take a picture of it?
If it, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the bat was her, or like the glasses girl. Maybe that's why she was so sad about her leaving, because she was like, oh, come to the library and then I'll see you and then you can sleep with me instead of being out here in the cold. But you didn't want to stay, my heart. Oh, glasses lady. That works too. Yeah. What was I gonna do? Okay, sent the message. Oh yeah, I was gonna respond to it. Cold as hell, but intact. Seems like the tree's protected. Oh, we already read this. Eventually, I locate it, though, and start digging. The cold mud makes my paws dirty and sore, and the little flecks cover my fur. As I finally reach the soggy plastic bags, I shake myself clean before opening them as a human. Some water has seeped through, and I open the spoil. Aww, not too picky, but I have plenty of other snacks to choose from.
Eat up, birdies.
Birdies? Oh, okay. Aw, okay, well, at least she's nice. Scarf down a quick meal of cookies and unwarmed soup, along with cold water from the stream. At least the water is satisfying. Then, even though I just woke up from a nap not too long ago, I shift back into my fox form to crawl into my den and curl up. I'm sure it'll be a while before I fall asleep, but I don't feel like going back into town. I had enough excitement for one day. This isn't all that bad. Regular foxes without magic powers have it way worse than I do, although back when a fox was all I was, I wouldn't have really cared. To this day, not sure what it is. Excuse me. That makes me different. I used to be just like them, no desire to go beyond the forest or anything. Then one day, I became whatever I am now. All I had was my necklace, a small scroll that I can't read, and the memory of the person who had given it to me. They were so kind to me, that stranger in the forest. They wished me well, even though I was just an ordinary fox. Okay, so she's immortal because of this, whatever the stranger Hoogala Boogala did with the necklace and the scroll. Somehow that didn't seem to matter to them. I never even knew their name, just their face and the voice. But I know that I'll recognize them when I see them again. It's just a matter of finding them. I hope this person is non-binary. That'd be great. Thank you. So since then, I've been looking and surviving. Looking for them is what keeps me going. It's enough to live for. If I wasn't, I don't know what else I'd be doing. Probably stealing more things. I guess I'd just be surviving, but if that was the only thing, I think I'd rather have just stayed a fox. Aww. Well, now your purpose in life is to, like, be gay. Well, hopefully soon. Standing outside my den in human form, I take a stock of how things stand. The sun's thankfully out this morning, but everything remains damp from the ground to the muggy air itself. Ugh. The chill on the breeze is the worst. OMG. OMG what? Making me shiver every time it hits me. The Bell House was pleasant when I visited a couple of days ago, so I decide to head down towards the main street and get a coffee there while working out my next moves. Oh, right? It like looks like a painting. Yeah. Like earlier they had a background for like the cityscape, and then like they zoomed in and there's like the cityscape just out, it looked like, I don't know how to say, not low quality, but like when they zoomed in it had a lot of whoa. Wait, can I actually go back? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, let me join you.
Oh, let me join you. Where is it? Oh, dang it.
How far did we get last time?
I don't know how to go back. Anyways, blah 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 blah. With that, I finally head inside, only to stop in my tracks as the door shuts behind me. Fairy kiss chiller. Sounds like the best drink. Wait, where did you see that? I didn't even... Oh, there she is. That girl reading this. So her theme is literally the girl reading this. Standing behind the counter is the same girl who I saw reading in the library yesterday, talking with a customer as she takes their order. That gentle aura about her is unmistakable. I love her little triangle earrings. They're so cute. The person in front of me finishes their order and I step up to the counter.
Good morning. Welcome to the Bell House.
Good morning. Welcome to the Bell House. Bell House. Welcome
What can
to the
I make
Bell
for you today?
What can I make for you today? I love how her voice like sounds a little nasally.
Oh, hi. I'll have...
Vanilla latte, no, that's boring.
What do you recommend? I want to try something new.
I'm glad you asked.
Her accent.
I was just thinking that you look like the sort of person who would enjoy one of our fairy kiss chillers.
Oh, there's the fairy kiss chiller. That's what you're talking about.
It's one of our signature drinks, with a vanilla gelato base and a mint chocolate chip swirl.
Oh, frig. Oof. I want to try that. Thank you. Oh, what happened? That sounds so good. I was planning to get something warm, but that does sound pretty good.
Okay. Give me one of those then.
Okay.
Perfect. And could I get your name, please?
It's Miho.
Mihoyo. She scribbles something onto the cup and finishes it with a big flourish.
I'll have that right out for you.
Thanks.
Oh, that voice line sounded weird.
I'll have that right out for you.
Thanks.
I'll have that right.
Thanks.
Ooh. Interesting. I pay and then go. It just sounded awkwardly muffled for some reason. I pay and then go take the same seat as before, next to one of the windows. It's pretty empty in here again, so I can sit wherever I want. Before the barista starts making my drink, I spot her writing something else down in a little notebook. She glances my way once or twice while she does, but I pretend not to notice. I wonder what it is. The barista yesterday didn't write anything though. Huh? I completely phased out what I was reading. Anyway, I got more important things on my mind. I'm all over the plan which form as I walked here. Becoming increasingly happy with it. Tonight I've already decided. Not going to sneak back into that library. Between that picture frame and some of the other trinkets I saw, I should be able to pull for enough to fund my... Wait, you are? Oh, you are going back to... Finding somewhere to sell it should be the easy part. I've got a dozen excuses that I can recite about where the items came from. Dead grandma. Spring cleaning, new renovations. Sometimes I try extra hard and pretend that the things I'm selling are really special to me, and I earn a bit more cash that way. Sometimes I take whatever they give me. After years of watching, oh my gosh! Oh, my ringtone scared me. Did you hear it? It scared me so bad. Oh my gosh. This is what the... This is what it sounds like. That was my text tone for my brother. Help you decide if you should what you like.
Would you like me to help with you, love?
Go on. Oh, these are small. I cannot see them very well. Oh, these are RDV stuff, right? Looks like IDV stuff. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Eli, are you an impulse buyer? Eli, are you an impulse buyer? There, can you hear me now? Oh, they're pretty cute. Okay, true. Still sad about that. Okay, the chibis are adorable. First of all, like, how much are they? Oh my gosh. These are like those glass things, right? Those stand-up glass things. Those things are pretty, like, nice. But it's not the same. It's not the same. You're so funny. Oh, so was cheaper if you were... Okay, I see. So it's mostly shipping. Ugh! Oh, there's no shipping. They're cute, okay? $50 for this cute stand. If it's good quality, if you're getting both, I'm all here to support you and your decisions. But you also said you wouldn't have buyer's regret, which is probably the main thing you should think about. If you don't have buyer's regret, then I'd say go for it. But if you end up having buyer's regret, don't cry to me. Oh, you... Okay. So you're just like... Yeah, you can cry to me right now. It's okay. There. Pat, head pat. At least you're like gaining some money back. So if you're doing that, and it's not like just like an unhealthy obsession or like an unhealthy thing, go for it. Why not? Never. One of these days I'm gonna get you one of them. But apparently our deal right now is you have to buy something for me first. Oh frig, I didn't read the entire... Oh my gosh. I didn't read it. I find myself idly watching the barista make my drink. While I do, I practice a disarming smile. All of her movements are quick in practice, but she has that same faraway look in her eyes that I noticed yesterday. She's the bean and she flies to work every day. She reminds me of Violet from... She does look like Violet from My Dragon Girlfriend. Wait. Hold on, let me take a screenshot for you. You watch... Or not watch, do you read My Dragon Girlfriend? Okay, they're in animal forms though, so... where's her freaking human form? She's in human form here? Ah, there she is. Just a little bit. My Dragon Girlfriend is so cute. I love that webtoon. So you read webtoons? What do you read? She looks up and our eyes meet. I don't look away and she turns pink. Oh, she's blushing. She turns pink before ducking away behind a machine out of sight. Freaking.
Huh. Weird girl.
You're staring at her intently with intent to marry her. I turn my head around to look around the cafe and a butterfly outside catches my attention, so I watch that instead. It flutters back and forth, landing on the flower and resting its wings.
Miho!
Mihoyo! Oh, my coffee's ready. I quickly get up and skip over to the counter. Cup in hand, she starts to head over to give it to me. But then, several things happen at once. No! 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 Oh no! No, she's a klutz. Train tumbles out of her hand, landing on the counter with a wet sound as the ice cream slats against it, sending mint green rivers of coffee everywhere. A few seconds pass where we just look at each other, neither of us quite sure what to do, and then she takes a deep breath.
I am so sorry. I'll make you a replacement right away. Just give me 1 second and I'll have that ready for you.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Her words spill out faster than the beverage, making it hard to even understand what she's saying. Her face is bright red. It's because you were like... You made her all flustered, mijo. Her face is bright red as she spins back around and she grabs another empty cup. Then she stops, hands hovering awkwardly.
Wait, I should clean this up before it dries and starts to go bad.
Wait! Wait! I should clean this up before it dries and starts to go bad.
She hurries back to the mess, wiping at it with some napkins.
Wait!
She mops up as much of it as she can with one hand and leaves the soggy paper on the counter while she starts to remake my drink.
I'm really sorry. This is such an embarrassment.
I'm really sorry. This is such an embarrassment. I
don't know if she's talking to me or to herself. Freeze up for a second, looking for an appropriate response to an apology. I'm not used to people apologizing to me.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not in a hurry.
Instead, I just sit back down at one of the tables and watch. She makes the drink twice as fast and then carries it very slowly to the counter, setting it down in a clean spot. Luckily, I haven't, knocking on wood, haven't spilled anything, like, in front of a customer yet at work. It's definitely gonna happen, knocking on wood, but I haven't yet. This time she takes a deep breath before speaking, like she's afraid she's gonna mess that up too.
Alright, here's your drink. Again, I'm very sorry.
Look at her blushing, she's so cute.
This is your first time here, isn't it? I hope it doesn't leave a bad impression.
Second, actually. Yesterday was the first time. How'd you know?
I make an effort to remember as many of our customers as I can, as well as their favorite orders.
Second, actually.
I make an effort to remember as many of our customers as I can, as well as their favorite orders. I believe you can learn a lot about a person from how they drink their coffee.
That's a little bit creepy, but yeah. Well, that's too bad for her, because she won't remember me at all next time. Oh yeah, I don't know if you were here for that, but apparently, like, people actually forget about her, like, legit forget about her after a few days. So I'm like, is this gonna be one of those slow burn, like, angsty gay Or is it gonna be like, I only remember those I love, or only the ones that I love remember me. That's all. You're the one special to me. Why is a fox with her, like, her motifs in New Zealand? Oh, she actually came from, like, I don't know, some Eastern Asian country. I'm assuming it's from Japan. And then there's like this traveler she keeps talking about that's from Korea. But this was like a long time ago apparently. Take a big sip of the drink she made for me. It's creamy and rich and sweet all at the same time. And she's trying to find this traveler person again.
Whoa, this is really good! It's kind of like a milkshake, but not. But it's not like coffee either.
It's a frap.
Yes, exactly. I'm very glad that you like it. It's one of my favorite beverages that we serve.
I like that line.
Yes, exactly. I'm very glad that you like it. It's one of my favorite beverages that we serve. In fact, the recipe was my idea.
In fact, the recipe was my idea. My idea.
Whoa! They should put you in charge of all the recipes.
She smiles again. Seems like she's gotten over the crisis of the spilled drink already.
Thank you. I'll make you another one of my favorites next time, if you'd like.
Totally!
They flirt and they gay. At least I know what to order next time. Huh? What did I say? Oh, just that I wanted to rehear the line. Even though I'll have been forgotten, I'm already thinking of this place as my go-to coffee shop. Especially since it's in a convenient area, but with tasty drinks and cute baristas. She just like women. I don't have a reason to go anywhere else. The knocking sound from the employee area gets both our excuse me. Her name is Aspen. I'm gonna call her Aspirin. Can you start another batch of croissant?
Oh, sure. I'll be right there.
Croissant? Wait, why didn't that get voiced? What the heck? Yep. She calls back over her shoulder, looks back at me.
Have a nice day, Miho.
You too!
Okies. With a wave, she gathers the trash from the cleanup and throws that away before disappearing into the back. So her name is Aspirin. That's a pretty name. I'll have to try and remember that. Because you're gay. Getting up from my seat, I decide to head back outside for some fresh air, sipping my fairy kiss chiller as I go. Head out the door and into the increasingly busy main street. Already know my plans for tonight, but I still got some time to kill before then. What should I do? I finally can do other stuff. Oh my gosh, this is like one of those. Frig, now this is way too much pressure. No. Choices in visual novels scare me. Oh, but there's people here. Oh, I can't go back to the library. But Cuba's wake up. It's just gay. Okay. Oriental Bay. There might be a cute person over here. Let's go here. It's not far from the Bell House to the beach, so I decide to head down there. Passing through the city streets, I recognize some of this area from my first day here when I was... Oh wait,
Glad that guard chased me in this direction.
No, quick save. I should, like, put it... there you go. There you go. Passing through...
Glad that guard chased me in this direction, or I'd have never found the Bell House.
And really, that's been the highlight of Wellington so far. When I get down to the beach, I make a moment to enjoy the salty sea air. From this level, it's impossible to tell where the ocean ends and where the open sky begins. I can see the skyport from where I am, with a few older ships anchored in the harbor close by. Oh, it's the mom! While I'm admiring the view, a weird-looking lady comes up and waves for my attention.
Hi, I'm looking for my son. He's about this tall and wearing a red sweater. His name's Tommy. Have you seen him?
Tommy. Tommy sounds like a goblin.
Nope. I haven't seen anyone like that. I just got here.
Okay, thanks.
She walks away in a hurry, looking right and left as she goes to ask someone else.
Humans sure do have it rough.
Since they can't smell or even hear most things, it's a wonder they don't get lost more often. I amble through the waterfront, watching all the people as they go, like Cuba Street. There's a lot going on. Under a nearby bridge, a group of 3 mermaids are racing each other. Literally mermaids, or is this like, what is she thinking is a mermaid right now? A boat? Just people swimming? Next to the board of the market stall and some big crates, I noticed something weird. Oh! There's a fabled with a big flower on their head that spins like a propeller. They're using it to drift in. Oh! Wait, there's literally... there... Okay, so it is... like, actual fantasy. I have to check it out, of course nobody else pays attention. I wander over and take a look. The fable stops spinning as I approach and gives me a helpless look, but doesn't say anything. On the other side of the crates, out of sight from the path, there's a little boy sitting on the ground with his back to one of the wooden boxes.
Are you Tommy?
Are you Tommy? The kid jumps, totally surprised. Oops, he scrambles up and looks at me with wide eyes.
How'd you know?
Because your little boy
Your mom's
scared.
looking for you. She seemed pretty worried.
His expression goes from unsurprised to sullen real quick.
I don't care. I don't want to go with her.
I don't want to go with her.
Why not?
I hate my mom.
Why are you over here instead?
'Cause I'm hiding.
Why are you hiding?
Oh. Okay.
It's a pretty crummy hiding spot. I mean, it's totally open on 3 sides. I don't see that though. Instead, I look up at the fable floating overhead. It almost looks as glum as Tommy.
Who's that?
That's Jerby! You mean you can see it?
That's Jerby!
I can. Is that weird?
Mom and Dad can't see him. They think I'm just making him up. He doesn't talk, but he's real.
So cute. Jerry waves from up high.
He kinda gave away your hiding spot. I saw him from the road.
Mom can't see him, and that's all that matters.
Why are you hiding from her?
I hate my mom.
'Cause...
Coach married her. She sits back down and scratches at the dirt with a rock. He doesn't want to talk to it. I'm always happy to end the conversation.
Well, good luck.
I start to walk away. He doesn't seem like he's in any danger, and I don't want to get blamed for him hiding in the
Hey! Wait a minute!
I turn around. He's already standing up again.
Are you gonna go tell her where I am?
Before I can answer, his eyes get huge again.
Tommy! There you are!
I have to turn around again. This time, it's the woman from before. She's already flying past me over to
Are you
Tommy.
okay? What were you doing? Don't you ever run off like that again. Oh, I'm just glad you're safe, though.
Her voice goes up and down between relieved and angry. He has Tommy in a tight hug, but he's just staring forward grumpily. Jerby is flying in distress circles again. Finally, the lady turns to me.
You found him, right? Thank you so much. I was so worried.
No problem.
Didn't really do anything. I did find him, but so did she. Guess she's not thinking about it
Come
much.
on, Tommy, let's go home. We'll talk about this there.
No, I'm not going. That's not home.
It's not home. Over you, boy.
Her ears flinch as he yells. He stamps his foot on the ground to make his point.
Tommy, sweetie.
Home is where it's you, me, and Dad. Not that apartment.
It's still your home, too. But this, it's like your second home now.
How did I know they got a divorce?
No, it isn't. Not without you, it's not.
Aww.
Do you and Dad really have to get
Divorce. Divorce. Tommy, who is already sniffing, can't keep from breaking down and crying as he throws his arms around his mom and hugs her back.
I don't want you to go.
Aww, you're crying. I get the impression that I should probably leave. Normally I'm happy to be nosy and listen in on things, but right now it seems kind of awkward. Neither of the humans knows me leave, but Jerby the Fabled sadly waves goodbye as I head off. Wonder what makes him stick around. I've never seen a Fabled like him before. Not being able to be seen by certain people sure sounds useful though. I don't have to go far before the sounds of Tommy and his mom walking are drowned out by the noise of waterfront. I easily fit into the crowd of people milling about. Being able to live a life that no one notices is close enough to being invisible. I'm pretty lucky that I don't have to have those kinds of tearful conversations or panic about someone missing. Now being part of the crowd is just perfect for me. Stand at the concrete and admire the ocean until I had my fill, then I start wandering again. Kill time.
I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I hated you.
I have plenty of time to kill and also plenty of restless energy. I decide to go for a walk up to Mountain Victoria just to give myself something to do. I take the long way up this time instead of taking a bunch of shortcuts like usual. It winds through neighborhoods and then back out again, with the occasional car passing by on the street. Compared to some of the other cities I've seen in lately, the air here is a lot cleaner and the smell of nature shines through. I can't compare it to being out of the wild for real, of course, but it's nice not to be choking on exhaust fumes everywhere I go. True. Houses are weird though. Many of them sit up on tall legs like giant bugs with windows where eyes go. Poor people seem to be coming up down the mountain and going up it. Lots of them zip past on bikes or skateboards while others are jogging, or just...
This path is longer than I thought.
Who the heck is this guy? You have some bad fashion sense, my guy. About halfway up or so, there's a wooden bench just off the sidewalk. It's occupied by a man with dark hair and big sunglasses. As I'm about to pass by, he waves.
Well, hello, miss. Nice evening for a walk, eh? Well, hello, miss.
Well,
nice
hello,
evening
miss.
for a walk, eh?
Nice evening for a walk, eh? Hi, hello, miss.
Is he talking to me? He must be. There's nobody else nearby. Chatting's not my thing, but for the moment I appreciate
It
this.
sure is. I'm glad the rain's gone.
Oh, for now, yeah. It's
For
never
now,
gone for
yeah.
long, though, is it?
It's never gone wrong, there is it. Ronald Weasley.
That's so. I'm new here. I didn't even think it would rain since it was so sunny the day before.
Ho ho ho! You've gotta watch out for that around here. Mother Nature's real fickle these days.
I hate this man already.
1 minute you're on the pier, enjoying the sunshine. Next minute, whoosh! Storm clouds as far as the eye can see. That's just Welly for you, though. You live with the sunshine and the clouds. Where are you from, then? Guessing you're not a Kiwi?
Nah, I'm a fox, not a bird.
Man laughs a deep belly laugh like usual. Not sure what I said. What I said that was funny.
Not like that. Although those little guys are cute. A Kiwi is a word for us New Zealanders in general.
So it's a bird, a fruit, and people.
You've got it. All three are delightful.
True.
Anyway, welcome to Wellington. I hope you're enjoying your time here in our little city.
So far I am. I made my den here on the mountain. I've gotten coffee a few times, and I went to the library.
I conveniently leave out my plans for next time at the library.
Well, I can't say that's the usual tourist experience, but I'm happy to hear that it's working out for you. Staying long?
Probably. I decided to come live here, but I'm still getting to know the place. So, maybe I'll change my mind.
A true free spirit, eh? I felt the same way when I first got here, long time ago. Didn't think I'd settle down for life, but here I am now. Lived more years here than everywhere else in my life.
It can't be that long. You don't look very old for a human.
No? Well, that's my ego boost for the day. You don't look very old for a fox either, but I imagine you've got a good head start on me.
Huh?
That's true. I don't really keep track or think about it, though.
Can't say I blame you there. I think 100 years, give or take a little on either side, is enough for me.
Huh?
And sometimes I'm reminded of how many I've got under my belt already. Thank you for the chat, miss. I better get back to the water now and make sure Young Min hasn't fallen into the ocean or anything. It's been a real pleasure talking with you, though. I hope you'll give our fair town a shot.
Thanks. It was nice talking to you, too.
He waves goodbyes. He heads downwards and down some stone steps, and I keep heading upwards. Never really thought about my age compared to humans. Don't matter to my lifestyle. I wasn't lying when I said I don't know how old I am. It's never been important. Places, relationships, memories, they just tie people down. I want to be everywhere. When I reach the top of the mountain, I take a deep breath of the crisp air. Wind blows my hair in every direction. I can't keep it out of my face. The wind is wild. It goes where it wants. It doesn't answer to anyone. That's how I've lived my life too. Free spirit. That's what the man called me. I like the sound of it. You can see the smudges of a few people down by the beach and on the pier. Is one of them the man I just met? There's no way to know. From a pier, they're just tiny little blips, impossible to tell apart from each other. Once I've had my fill of the view, it's time to get on the way again. I turn my back on the people and start making my way down once more. What happens if I go anywhere else? I want to see what happens if I go like anywhere else. See, the purple always returns to the scene of crime, so back in the main street. By the looks of it, story swipe from the same as person sweeping, sort of just. I never steal enough for it to be noticeable, but it's always a point of pride when the place looks the same as always stands. Smug smile with you on my face as it passed by stacking up a chocolate bar I took from their shelf. Oh, so like literally nothing else happens if I go to other places. There's not much else to do to pass the time. I head back to my dad. It's not the best place to be, honestly, but it's comfortable. Oh my gosh. Looking around the small area, I shift back to my usual form. If I have to kill some time, I might as well have fun while I'm at it. ... Couple hours later, I've happily had my fill of chasing butterflies and snacking on mushrooms. That's kind of cute. Okay. It's not too choice heavy. Okay, so I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Actually, would it even matter? I literally have to go to those places anyways. Whatever. 1 second. Bathroom break. 1 second. Let's go steal that painting and meet the beautiful librarian. Oh, when the moon is high in the sky, I decide it's time. This is the perfect kind of night for me. There's not much wind, meaning I'll be able to hear or smell anyone approaching. It's a little cloudy too, which gives me some cover from the moonlight. I make my way back up to the library, stopping as soon as I'm within sight of it. Find a shadowy place to hide and watch the front for a few minutes. Like I hope nobody goes in or out. All of the windows are dark too. Slowly creep up towards the entrance and ready to transform and flee if I have to. Nothing happens. No one tries to stop me. Peek into one of the windows. It's dark inside. I can't see anyone at all. Perfect. I move around to the back side of the building and check those windows too. Same thing. It's dark and empty.
This is gonna be too easy.
Back at the front door, I pick the lock and slip inside. I sneak from room to room, visiting the items I memorized yesterday. They're not expensive or fancy enough to think of them as treasures. I end up leaving a lot of them alone since I don't want to carry too much with me. The rest go into my coat pockets. Finally, I end up back at the painting in the corner, the piece that started this whole plan. I had to set a couple things down on the floor because the painting needs both hands for me to lift it. heavier than it looks, though it's not very big. That's probably a good sign for how much it'll be worth. Have to jiggle it up a few times to get it off the hook, but I manage. Tucking the painting under one arm and pick up the other goods from the floor. This should be enough for one night. That's to get in and out quick. Start to head back to the front door where I came in, and ha 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 ha. Before I get there, light floods to the room. My heart starts to race as I immediately prepare to run. I quickly glance over my... Oh, she mad. Shows the woman from last night staring at the top of the stairs. Oh no, her eyes are glowing blue with anger. She takes a step forward, not seeming to touch the stairs.
Leave that painting alone!
I've got to get out of here now. Throwing caution to the wind, I clutch my spoils tight and charge for the door, trying to make myself as small a target as possible. The painting is too big for me to transform and still hold on to it, so I've got to do this on two legs.
Stop! Please!
I don't stop. Just like my arrival here, with the guards at the skyport, the thrill of being chased has already taken me over. It's exciting and scary at the same time, but either way it spurs me to move faster. Using my shoulder, I crash out the front door and into the night. I run as quickly as I can, keeping an eye out for patches of slick mud or puddles of water. The path I take goes far past Mount Victoria, and my den ending up in a small residential area. I stash the painting under a parked car, then take my fox form and crawl under a house, upsetting a mean gray cat who is already hiding here. It makes a low growling sound and I glare at it, desperately willing it to be silent before it gives away my position. I growl back as best as I can, and that seems to scare it into shutting up. Not sure if I was being followed or not, but I don't want to take any chances. After 10 minutes or so, I climb out, pick up my loot, and sneak back towards my den. You're so... Now that the excitement has worn off, I just can't keep a smile off my face. There's nothing more satisfying than pulling off a heist, even one as easy as this. Other thieves I've heard about must have had it rough, having to stake out a place for a long time, trying really hard to not get caught, making sure not to be seen. I've never done much planning, I just do whatever feels right. My ability to transform makes it pretty hard to catch me, although I have to leave behind the stuff I was taking once or twice. Honestly, it would get boring if I never got caught and had to run. My good mood lasts me all the way home and then disappears completely when I see who's waiting for me. Ha 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 ha. She is the bet. Oh shoot, does she have a weapon? She stands out just outside my den, looking like she doesn't care at all about the cold or the mud. In fact, her perfect clothes don't seem to get dirty at all. Oh, she's so pretty. Handsome. With her back turned to me, she's staring up at the moon, but she faces me as I approach. She has that same calm presence as when I first saw her. But I can see a mournful look in her eyes, which have gone back to brown instead of furious blue. Ooh, her eyes changed color. I didn't realize. My heart quickens, almost suffocatingly, as she watches me intensely. I know how quickly calm can turn into anger. I should run, but I can't look away.
How did you find me here? Before I even got back?
A friend of mine told me you might be found here.
Oh, she's friends with bats? Her voice is soft and warm, unlike the way she shouted back at the library.
A friend.
But who? Wasn't followed, I'm sure of that much. With the shock of being found wearing off, the realization I'll need to find a new place to stay sets in after all that work too.
I apologize for showing up uninvited. I'm here to ask that you please return that painting to me. You may keep the frame if you like, but the painting itself is very dear to me.
Oh, she's way too nice about it. My heart. Chill. I look down at the portrait. I've been carrying it for a while now, but I haven't given the picture itself much thought. It's a beautiful painting, and clearly very old. The girl shown in it is wearing a long flowing dress, looking down with a small smile.
And also...
She breathes out slowly, and my eyes narrow. It's the sound people make when they're acting calm but they're angry.
Should you want it, I have an extra room available in my library, with a soft bed and a warm meal. You may stay as long as you wish.
She's so nice. She's so nice. I love her. I'm going her route first.
Huh?
It's official, I'm going her route first. After I just tried to rob her, she's offering me a place to stay. Okay, now I know this must be a trap. There's no way. Although, it's the same thing she asked me last night before I broke in. I'm sure she doesn't remember that.
Why?
Because I have more beds than I could possibly fill, and more food than I could eat. If there is someone who wants or needs them, is it not appropriate to share these with them?
She's so nice.
Is it?
I'm not sure what answers she wants to hear. Aww. She looks at me again, the same expression as it was at the library. Well, her offer does sound kind of tempting.
I guess it's not like my place is as nice as yours.
Not anymore, at least. Not after it rained and made it half of it mud. I looked down at the painting again. If I sold it, would just be going to be so I could buy the same things she's offering. I still don't trust her. I've watched people enough to know better than that. There must be something she wants. To kiss you, to marry you, to love and care for you. But I don't think she wants to hurt me. She knows I don't have anything worth stealing. If she did try to pull something, I could just run away. It's only one night. I can come back and try again, or find someplace else to take from. Look down to the burrow past where she's standing. It looks less a den and more a pile of mud. I thought of sleeping there again practically. It makes the decision for me.
Fine, I'll take it.
She breathes out slowly again and smiles. Maybe that doesn't mean she's angry.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. I should introduce myself properly. My name is Juliet. May I ask what yours is?
Your name is beautiful. My name is gay and afraid.
Miho.
I've had to introduce myself twice in a day now. That has to be a new record.
Well, Miho, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's return to the library. I can carry the painting if you'd like, or you may hold on to it until we get there.
Here, feel free.
Oh, they're a couple of besties. She receives it very gently, and I quickly fall in beside her as we begin to walk back. To my relief, she doesn't try to make any conversation. Instead, she silently cradles the painting as we go. This is so cute. When we get back to the library, the lights are off and the door is still unlocked. After setting the painting down on the desk, Juliet gestures towards the
It's
stairs.
on the second floor.
I follow her lead again until she stops at one of the closed doors. She unlocks it and lets me in. simple and cozy with a couple dressers, a table, and a bed. Over the bed, there's a boxy window with a wide sill big enough to sit on. On the table, there's a cheese sandwich and a few apple slices, plus some sort of cake. There's also a pitcher of water.
I hope the food is to your liking. 2 rooms down the hall from here, you'll find a refrigerator, and you may help yourself to anything in there.
Why is she so nice? I love her.
My study is just past that. If you need anything, don't hesitate to come find me. Is there anything more I can bring for you?
I shake my head, still in disbelief. Oh, she doesn't have a weapon, she just has a cane because she's rich. What am I even supposed to say in a situation like this? I just stole from her and now I have both a bed and food in return. As if to answer my confusion, she gives me a calm smile. Doesn't help.
Then I'll leave you to it. We can speak again in the morning. Good night, Miho.
Mihoyo. The door shuts behind her and I expect to hear Juliet lock it. But when I try the knob after giving her a few moments, the door opens quietly into the dark hall. Juliet's nowhere to be seen. I pull the door back shut behind me and inspect the room, looking for any hidden threats. I also check the food, sniffing it to make sure there's no poison or anything. There is, I can't smell it, so I dig in instead.
Whoa. This is really good.
Don't eat the chocolate, you're gonna die. There's 3 different kinds of cheese in the sandwich, which is 2 more kinds than I knew existed. The bread is soft and buttery, and when I take a bite of that apple, juice rolls down my chin. The water that I wash it down with tastes better than the water from the stream by my den. When I'm done eating, I climb into the bed, still feeling overwhelmed. More specifically, not knowing how to feel. Part of me fears that I've made some gigantic mistake and that I'll wake up in danger. If I ever wake up at all. Trusting my instincts has kept me alive on multiple occasions and for hundreds of years. Enough that I've lost count of exactly how many. But something tells me I don't have anything to fear from a woman who I can only assume is my host and the owner of this place. That in mind, I pull the blankets up to my chin and adjust the luxurious pillows beneath my head. Who knows? Maybe the morning will bring trouble with it. Right now, just sleeping sounds alright. Is that the end of the chapter? Oh, okay. I wake up to the sound of birds chirping loudly outside. Blinking warily, I prop myself up and look toward the warm sunlight beaming through the window. The sheets under my hand feel soft and dry. My hand goes to my neck, taking in this smooth familiarity of my necklace.
It's still here.
If someone was going to rob me, that's the only thing I have that would seem valuable. I sit up and look around. Doesn't look like anyone came in while I was asleep. Maybe I really am safe here. Wonder if Juliet's friend was the scent I noticed outside my den on the first morning. I don't know how else she could have found me, or how they did it without waking me up. If it happened before, it could happen again. As much as I hate to admit it, so I check around the room very thoroughly, but I still don't notice anything different from when I went to bed.
Maybe it's not a trick.
All my past experiences have told me that there has to be a catch. Nothing is free, nothing. But no matter how... Yeah, the catch is you have to kiss her. No matter how hard I try, I can't figure out what it could be. Could Juliet really have been telling the truth? It just seems so unlikely. It'd be nice if it was true. You have this whole mess with me. Okay. Are you leaving? Or are you coming back? I guess you'll be Only to... But if it wasn't, if I let myself believe only to be wrong in the end, then that would hurt even more, wouldn't it? Yeah, true. No, better not even take the risk. After all, I've lived a lot of years this way. It's not like I hate it. Making my mind up helps me feel better right away too. It just makes more sense. Even if I tried to stay, I don't think I'd ever stop worrying. This way, I'll know for sure that I'm in charge of my own destiny. Now that I know this room is unoccupied, I might be able to sneak back in sometimes when I need a place to stay. Wouldn't be too hard to climb one of those trees and then get to the window from there. Take one last look around for just a night. That was a nice what if. Then I head downstairs and out the door without speaking a word to anyone. It's another nice day, the same as when I first arrived in Wellington. Warm sun and blue skies with just a hint of clouds. For a while, I meander around town, eating the last of my pastries from the convenience store hall for breakfast. Today feels like another restart. I have no den, no supplies, no anything. It's less exciting now than it was when I first arrived. Destination in mind, but eventually end up at the waterfront. There's an airship over the bay, descending closer towards the skyport. A couple kids down on the beach wave up at it, seeming excited. People arriving on that ship all have somewhere that they're planning to go when they get off, huh? They must have all got people waiting to see them. What have I got? Some trash and an old scroll. So far, Wellington's given me nothing but questions. That never bothered me before in any of the other cities I've been to, so why now? Guess that's another question for the pile. That's the end of the demo, isn't it? Pushed myself off the railing and head back into town. I go through the motions of scouting for somewhere to rebuild my den, but my heart really isn't in it. After wandering for a while, I end up at the Bell House yet again. It's just the place I go to when I have nowhere else to go. There are more customers than usual, so there are 2 people working behind the counter. It only takes a brief glance to notice that one of them is Aspirin. Wonder if she'll think I'd like a fairy kiss chiller again, or maybe I'll make a different sort of a first impression today. Line moves pretty quickly, helps that Aspirin doesn't spill anything this time. When it's my turn to order, I step up to the counter with a fake smile.
Oh, hello! What can I make for you today?
What can I make for you today?
I'll have a fairy kiss chiller, please.
Certainly. Good choice.
I reach for my wallet to pay, but she stops me.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's on the house today.
Huh?
Great!
That's cute.
Oh,
great! Oh, great!
Oh,
great! Oh, great!
Oh,
great!
Oh, don't.
Great! What does that mean?
It means that you don't have to pay for it. As an apology for yesterday.
She remembers! Why does that sound so strange? I nearly missed her talking, my mind having tripped over the word. She reaches for a cup, the pen already in her hand.
And that's for Miho, right?
For Miho?
My name? She remembers my name? My heart begins to race wildly, my body reacting just as strongly as my mind. Aspirin frowns, clearly noticing that something's off. My head's in too much of a daze to deal with it, though.
It is Miho, right?
She checks the notebook on the counter, brow furrowing deeply as her finger slowly moves down the page and taps on one of the lines. What do I say? How do I explain? That, for the first time in my life, for the first time in 100 years, somebody's remembered my name? It's not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be forgotten. Every time, without fail. It's my armor. It's my life. I take a step backwards. I have to run. I have to get out of here. I have to get away. But where to? I've just been running. And I don't have anywhere else to run to. But I don't have any other choice without a plan or destination. I turned on my heel and both outside, not daring to look back. Everything is wrong. I have to go.
Miho!
She calls my name again as I disappear into the street. It's not the first time I've heard that as I fled. But never like this. Never with such a confused, worried tone. Feeling sick to my stomach, I push myself to run even faster. Maybe I should just leave this whole city, get on the next airship out of here and act like it never happened. I could go somewhere else, back to China or America or anywhere. And start over again. Oh, so she's Chinese. Okay. Within days, it'd be like I never even came to Wellington. Go back to normal, and eventually I'm sure Aspirin and Juliet would forget me just like they're supposed to. Nothing would be different. Except that's not quite true. I wouldn't forget what happened here, even if everyone else did. No matter what, I'm sure I won't ever be able to get these past few days out of my mind. When I get to Mount Victoria, I finally stop running, not because this place is special or because I want to come here, but because I don't know where else I'd go. Make my way to the top of the mountain, just like I did on my first day. The view, which I admired so much last time, doesn't do much for me now. Instead, the city looks clustered and confused from up here. My chest hurts from running so long. Much more used to quick bursts of sprinting to get away from something or someone. Guess that's still what I'm trying to do now. But I'm not sure what it is I'm running from. Whenever something goes wrong, my first instinct is to flee. Aspirin, remembering me definitely counts as something wrong, but when I stop to think about why, some of the reasons are obvious. Mostly, what if it's just not Aspirin? What if everybody can remember me now? Or even worse, what if people who forgot about me a long time ago start to remember me? Both could get me in a lot of trouble. My days as a thief would probably be over. There are some places where I could never show my face again. Smart thing to do is to leave. I can even see a couple of airships at the skyport right now. I have everything with me. I could just go. There's nothing keeping me here. Yet, I don't move. I still don't know what it is I'd be running away from Aspirin. From Wellington. When I think about it, I have to admit that running wouldn't get me anywhere. This worry, these questions would follow me everywhere I go, no matter how far and no matter how long. So then, What do I do? The only one I can think of is the scariest one, the one that goes against everything I've ever learned. Closing my eyes, I picture the library and Juliet's offer. Picture Aspirin, whom I barely know, but has already changed my life. Maybe I should stay and try to find out more. Maybe, just maybe, being remembered might not be all bad. I clench my fist so tightly my knuckles turn white. The urge to turn tail and head for the skyport is so strong, it's almost like a magnet pulling me there. I resist it though. Slowly, I walk back down the mountain, making my way to the library. I'm not sure what it is to say when I get there. Explain everything to Juliet and hope she'll let me stay to room again. I don't even need that room. I could rebuild my den and hide out there, maybe in a new spot, one that Juliet doesn't know about. Not having to worry about the weather or other animals would be nice, though. There's no telling me if Juliet will remember me too. If not, it might be easier to pretend this is my first time visiting, just as if there's anywhere I could stay. Even though I'm not moving very fast, I still don't feel ready for this conversation by the time I reach this library's entrance. It's only been an hour or so since I left the Bell House. It's not late enough for the library to be closed. The usual stream of people flows in and out the doors.
Okay, I can do this.
I stand off to the side of the entrance, preparing myself as people pass to and fro. My heart is racing the same way it does during a tense break-in, maybe even harder. My tail twitches back and forth. Usually I don't notice, but right now I'm super aware of everything right about myself. Fighting off my instincts, I open the door and let myself inside. I'd been expecting to look for Juliet, but instead she's right by the entrance. What surprises me most, however, is the woman leaning against a large desk beside her. Aspirin, who's not engaged in conversation with a look of deep concern on her face.
Wasn't there when I checked the bedroom.
I wish she would have spoken to me first, at least.
I barely catch the end of Juliet's sentence. She notices me only moments after I spot her. And for a second, her mouth forms a perfect O of surprise.
Juliet? What are you...
Aspirin turns around to follow Juliet's gaze, her eyes opening wide at the sight of me.
Miho!
I'm gay. My brain goes blank, rehearsed lines flying out of my head.
Hey there.
I slink to where they're standing, hands in my pockets, unsure of what I should say first.
It's nice to see you again, Miho. I was hoping that you'd return.
Me too. That was pretty sudden. I worked extra hard on that drink for you, you know.
I freeze up, looking for the words. Aspirin's expression softens in concern.
Miho?
Alright, the drink. I'm sorry.
Well, I ended up drinking it myself, so I suppose I can't complain too much.
She's so cute. She laughs and I can't stop myself from blurting out my next words.
You seem different.
I'm sorry?
Like, less polite?
Well, I'm not at work anymore, am I?
What am I even saying? Was I planning on saying?
Will you be staying for a while, Miho? If so, we can continue this conversation in the dining room. It's a bit more private there.
Thank you, Juliet. She sent me a raised eyebrow when I accidentally signed her leaf a bit too loudly.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I'm not gonna run away again.
I'm glad to hear that. Right this way, then.
Juliet leads the way down the hall and into one of the locked rooms. We enter a cozy little room with a table and a few chairs, as well as a fridge. The three of us sit down, although I move my chair so I'm not so close to the others.
Can I get you anything to eat or drink, Miho?
I shake my head. I'm hungry, but I'm way too nervous to eat. Juliet smiles in response to my answer, which came just a little too quickly to sound natural. By the way, both she and Aspirin are looking at me. I can tell they're expecting me to say something first. None of the words that I planned are coming back to me. What do people even say in a situation like this? The temptation to run away is overwhelming. The door just a few feet behind me. My knuckles whiten as I tightly clench my fists in my lap, pushing myself to resist the urge. I told myself that I'm going to take this chance. Even if it's the hardest thing I've ever done, I'm going to be honest with them.
Well...
I struggle to think of what to say. Juliet waits patiently, her eyes gaze coolly in my direction, more than directly at mine. Aspirin soon grows restless, however, her expression clouded with concern.
Sorry. I don't know how to just say things. I've only ever copied other people's, so I...
Aspirin's expression clears up in some sort of understanding.
It's okay, Miho. Take your time.
So I... don't really know how to... talk like this.
You're doing just fine.
Supportive girlfriends.
If you say so.
Testing. Oh, shoot. My bad.
It's not just talking either. I don't know much about anything. Well, anything human. All I really know about is being a fox. And all we foxes care about is how to survive. It might be hard to believe, but I'm not a normal fox either. There's something kinda special about me. Kinda different.
I finger the beads around my neck. Their constant warmth and presence is reassuring. I avoid looking at either Aspirin or Juliet's face. What else?
Usually, I have to steal to get by. I don't just have to, I like to. I'm good at it too. That's how I ended up meeting Juliet.
Oh, it's David, that's who I hear. Freaking David, you homo.
Always with the gay jokes, huh?
Yeah? It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month.
Facts. Bring this gay ass smoothie, dude. Matches my personality. What are you doing?
I'm streaming right now. Hold on, let me reply
yeah.
to this message. No, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, I'm streaming this Yuri visual novel, and it's like about this this fox girl, right? This fox girl gained these powers to transform into a human. So you know that typical like the fox lady kind of trope thing, and then but instead of like usually they're like seducing men and whatnot, right? Instead, she's not seducing women, she's stealing things like Catwoman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's neat. It's a nice little twist. How is it so far?
It's really cute. Huh?
Aabutin ka ba ng tubig na kataas yung dalaw pa ako?
Yes.
Naintindihan mo?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, I understand what you just said to me.
Good boy.
My grandma was all like, are you gonna be able to reach up because your feet are on, both feet are on the chair? That's stupid.
Huh? Just worried.
Oh, where was I? So she's like Catwoman, right? Just stealing stuff.
Yeah.
And like she's just like a free spirit. So because she just like travels around and stuff because she's trying to find this one person that pretty much gave her her powers. How she gets her powers is like through this pearl necklace that she wears.
Okay.
And like this person that gave her the pearl necklace also gave her like some sort of scroll, and I'm guessing she's trying to return it to that person. Yeah. Anyways, that's the she's in New Zealand now, or the story is set in New Zealand.
Okay.
I don't know if Wellington is a real place, but it probably is.
Yeah,
she meets...
sounds like a real place.
She meets these two girls, and like the reason why she's able to be Catwoman so well is because people forget about her like after the next day or a few days after, like completely forget about her. They like still remember the act. Yeah, they still remember the act of like her stealing or whatever and stuff happening. They just don't remember who did it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But the two main love interests right now remember her right now, are the only people that remember her, and she's being confronted with being remembered for the first time in over hundreds of years.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So she's like pretty old.
Yeah, she a boomer. She a boomer.
Oh, dang, man. Listen, if she has the right mentality, I can forgive the boomerness.
It's okay, she's older than a boomer, so she's definitely not a boomer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's like worse.
Whoa.
Well, we'll see.
Shut up, Goro. Let's see, what is this?
Usually, I have to steal to get by.
The voice acting in
I
this
don't
game
just
is
have
pretty
to,
good
I
too.
like to. I'm good at it too.
Yeah,
That's
really
how
cute.
I ended up meeting Juliet. And the reason I'm so good at it is because I don't know why it happens, but ever since I got my human form, everyone forgets me. Even the people who catch me stealing from them. After a day or two, I can walk right past their face and they wouldn't even recognize me. No one has ever recognized me. Until Aspen remembered who I was at the Bell House. It was such a shock that I ran away. That's what I always do. I was thinking about leaving Wellington forever, even though I just arrived a couple days ago. I'm still kind of tempted. But instead, I came back here.
The main character sounds like she's voiced by Q.
Q?
From Honey...
Oh!
Honey Pop. She kinda sounds like Q.
And that's it.
Just hearing the words come out of my mouth makes me want to die of embarrassment. Makes me uncomfortable when people think about me.
Really?
And yet, putting everything out there feels surprisingly good. I'm reading the text, stupid. Feels like a weight has to come off my shoulders. There's nothing going back now. That's a relief in its own way.
So you're saying that you've never ever had a family? Or a friend?
Nope, never. And not since I stopped being a regular fox, at least.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Why?
Well, because that's... not to be rude, but that sounds rather lonely to me.
Lonely, huh? I've never thought about it before.
I see.
Aspen sits back, still looking concerned from the way she keeps fidgeting. I get the impression she wants to say more, but is holding back. Juliet swoops in to salvage the situation.
You have been very brave to stay here, Miho. I'm personally
Oh my
glad that you
gosh, she
decided to
has
come back
two
to the library.
supportive
I had your room
girlfriends
prepared in
already.
hopes that you would.
I'm so jealous.
What's her name?
Mihoyo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her name's Mihoyo. Miho.
Nice.
Mihoyo. I'm personally glad that you. Oh yeah, and one of the girlfriend's names that looks like King Arthur from Fate's Day Night is Aspirin or Aspen.
Aspen.
I call her Aspirin.
Nice.
And then there's this beautiful woman right here named Juliet. Honestly.
Juliet.
Yeah, beautiful. Whew, nice.
You're welcome to use it for as long as you'd like. I think that we could become great friends.
Oh, they'd be friends, alright.
Friends.
Friends. I roll the word around in my mind as if it were a strange food I'm gingerly trying. Is that a word that fits me? Is that something I could have? It's never something like a It's never seemed like a possibility before. None of what Juliet's offered me has. Right now, it feels like I'm standing at the end of one path and the beginning of another. I could turn around and go back the way I came, back to the den, and a lifespan alone. I know that world. I lived in it for so many years. But I can't just go back. Not now. Not when there can be something more, something new. Everything could be different if I just let it. When I look at Aspirin and Juliet, I can tell what they're hoping I'll say.
I think I'd like that.
They're so cute! Oh my gosh! Big smiles take over both their faces. Slowly, I let myself smile too.
Well then, Miho,
Mihoyo.
welcome home.
Is that the end of the demo? This game is so wholesome.
Oh, let me join you!
Oh, let me join you.
That smile. I'm so freaking gay for these characters.
Oh, let me join you!
We're gonna take that survey. Overall, which of these best describes your feelings on the PHB demo? Very positive. What were your thoughts on the demo overall? Be as brief or as detailed as you like. Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. How did you feel
Nice
about
way.
the writing? How did you feel about the writing in the game? This includes the story, characters, and dialogue. Positive. Please leave any regards you may have about regarding the writing. Let me kiss Juliet for real. Thank you. How do you feel about the art in this game? It's so good. Leave any comments. The beachy is so beautiful. Beachy art style is so beautiful. How do you feel about the music? Very relaxing. Very gay. How do you feel about the technical aspects of game? Interface, maps, right movements, and more. I liked you go. Sorry. Very positive. Accents, cute. Girls, cute. Voices, cute. Who is your favorite character? Juliet. Do you have any? Okay, well.
Do you have any
Well,
suggestions?
actually. Do you have any? Based on the experience, would you like? Yes, I will definitely purchase this game. If you like to follow, leave your email. Do you have any suggestions you'd like to see? What do I want to see included?
More Juliet.
Huh. I'm gonna hide this. I want people to see my email. Thank you for taking time to play our game and share your thoughts on it. If you enjoyed, please consider adding the game to your wish list on your okay. That was a good game. That was nice. Very good game. Thank you.
The demo?
Yeah, it was a demo.